You know, this has been on my mind for many years,
Yes.
you know, when it all came out. And we have not created very strong talking points, because the way I see it, if we created very strong talking points of the factual information, and when we go to our CRA convention, that we have a speaker and disseminate it. When you go to the neighborhood councils of the city of LA, every speaker comes up and talks about it. In other words, we create the buzz, because that's what the Democrats do. They create the buzz. They keep repeating it over and over again till everybody gets it. That's something I would like to see. You know, I'd like for us to consider having him as a guest speaker at our convention, or somebody at that caliber. You know what I mean? And if you could create talking points that is, you know, solid, that we can just keep banding over and over again.
Yeah, and you heard the talking points. Did anybody hear stuff that was really good, clear, and something you didn't know?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
thank you. So we need to do this, yeah, sir.
Hi. Retired computer teacher here and also college instructor. And what I'm noticing a lot among my former peer educators and all, they'll just go ahead and spout something and they're not gonna go ahead and necessarily present facts. And I got into some discussions with them where I just went ahead and asked questions. Okay, critical thinking. Well, gee, do you have any sources on that? Well, why do you think that? Have you ever thought of this? Well, what about this? And you try and stimulate them to the point where all of a sudden they kind of realize, gee, maybe they're looking through things through a tube where they can't see the big picture.
Right.
And so I would encourage everybody to think, you know, listen carefully and just, don't be confrontational per se, but just, you know, questioning and inquiring and saying, well, how could this be? How, you know, and try and eventually you might be able to win them over your side. If you get somebody that's really whacked out, then you know, there's nothing you can do about it.
Those are good points, you know, challenge people, ask them why, and the main point is ask them why and what facts do you have, and have you considered such and such.
And avoid confrontation, just say, well.
Avoiding confrontation is what he's saying.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Excellent.
in the Atlantic Ocean, you have the windmills. Did you hear about with the wells? What's happened to the wells?
Yeah, there's a 1,000 reasons why you don't want wind.
Yeah.
And I highlighted a few of the high points.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Larry, for the Q&A. You have more questions? We have about 6 minutes left on our break, so I'm going to take a break right now.